Hey guys, it's me Jack and welcome to my first video here on my new channel. If you've watched my channel trailer then you'll know that this channel is dedicated to all things Star Wars, so let's get into today's video. So today I'm going to be doing a countdown of my top 10 favourite clones from the Star Wars The Clone Wars TV series. Let's go. So coming in at number 10 is Commander Thorne. He makes it into the top 10 list for one simple reason, and that is that in the part of season 6 that did get released, he was in one scene with a minigun surrounded by waves and waves of battle droids, and he fights valiantly to the end until his death, fighting for the Republic, and it is one heroic death for one clone that we don't really see that much, but I feel that because of this scene he should be in the top 10 list. So that is number 10. Now I have Tup. I've put Tup in my top 10 list because he was the first clone to turn on the Jedi due to Order 66. He turned before Order 66 was actually issued, which gave the Jedi and the Republic a chance to stop Order 66 from happening, and ultimately giving them the chance to stop the Jedi from being destroyed. Although if that had happened, the original trilogy wouldn't have made much sense, and therefore the Jedi were never actually going to succeed in finding out about Order 66, because the Clone Wars does fill the gap quite accurately between Episode 2 and 3, and sets up for the end of the Clone Wars in Episode 3 perfectly. So I can see why they didn't do that, and I'm glad they didn't do that, but it was kind of a little bit painful watching the part of Season 6 that did get released, because you knew that even though they were so close to finding out Order 66, they were never actually going to find out about it. But I think Tup should be in this top 10 list, so I've put him in at number 9. Heavy makes it in at number 8 for his valiant and heroic death on the Rishi Moon outpost in the first series of Clone Wars. He sacrificed himself to save Captain Rex, Commander Cody, and the other surviving members of Domino Squad, Ekko and Fives, by manually detonating a bomb which would ultimately blow up the outpost, all the droids that were attacking it, and himself. So for that reason he makes it onto this list. At number 7 is Hardcase. I feel that Dave Filoni and the rest of the team that worked on Star Wars The Clone Wars tried to give each clone an individual character, and for me Hardcase is definitely one of the standout characters. Hardcase is another clone that died heroically and honourably during the Clone Wars, and he died during the Battle of Umbara. He manually blew up the main reactor on the droid supply ship so that the Republic could take the capital and ultimately win the Battle of Umbara. Commander Colt at number 6. Although we do not see much of him in the show, he is an ARC trooper, which means he's, other than Delta Squad, he's probably one of the most skilled clone troopers there is in the Grand Army of the Republic. His death, although not heroic, is still a standout one when it comes to clone troopers, and I also feel that it was quite dark for a TV show which is aimed at kids. For the top 5 I have Ekko. Ekko started out life as a member of Domino Squad and was able to survive the attack on Rishi Moon base thanks to the heroics of Heavy. After that he became part of the 501st Legion and then was granted the rank of ARC Trooper. Ekko was thought to be killed during a rescue mission at the Citadel prison. He made a run for the escape ship and was blown up by a commando droid. However, since the Clone Wars was cancelled, Dave Filoni has said that Ekko is not dead and would have made a return later in Season 6. This makes him the longest surviving member of Domino Squad and definitely gets him onto the top 5. Number 4 is Commander Cody. Commander Cody is one of the highest ranked clones in the Grand Army of the Republic. Although in the show it often seems like he's outranked by Captain Rex, he is also the only clone to be named in the actual Star Wars films, not just in the show, and he is the first clone trooper to put Order 66 into action when he gives the order to shoot Obi-Wan Kenobi off the mountainside. This means he is a number 4 on my list. Coming in at number 3 is Clone Commando Gregor. Gregor only appeared in one episode of the show, but in this episode he makes a great impression and is a great character. Gregor was a clone commando that fled a planet during a battle in which the Republic were defeated. His ship crash landed on Abathar and he was left with amnesia. He then found himself working in a restaurant with no recollection of who he was, until Colonel Gascoigne and R2 came along after stealing the plans from the Separatists. Gregor then helps Gascoigne and the droids to escape the planet in a battle where he has one of the most honourable and heroic deaths of all the clones. However, at the end of the episode he makes a promise to return to the Republic, and that leads me to believe that he is actually not dead, and if the show had been allowed to continue we would have seen him later in the season. At number 2 is Fives. Fives was also a member of Domino Squad. He became an ARC trooper and fought alongside Captain Rex in the 501st Legion. Fives had the main storyline in Season 6 and was determined to find out what happened to his friend Tup. He was close to finding out the secret of Order 66 and telling Anakin when he was shot by the shock troopers. Fives was a trooper who could think independently and was always trying to do what was right, rather than blindly following orders, and for those reasons he is my personal favourite clone, but does not make number 1 on this list. Ending out this video at number 1 is of course Captain Rex, who is probably most people's favourite clones from the show. This was proven when he beat out Ahsoka Tano for the most loved Clone Wars character. Captain Rex was the leader of the 501st Legion and Anakin Skywalker's first in command. After the death of Fives, Rex handed over his command to Sergeant Appo. Rex was able to remove the chip from his head, meaning that he could resist Order 66, not have to kill any Jedi, and could make an appearance in the latest Star Wars Rebels TV show. That is all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 countdown of the clones from Star Wars The Clone Wars. If you did, make sure to give the video a big thumbs up. In the comments, let you know if you agree with my top 10. If you don't agree, then tell me what the clones you think should have been in it. Other than that, follow the link down in the description to follow me on Twitter for all fun stuff about the channel all the time, and definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content just like this in the future. This is going to be all, guys, so I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.